Hello EDU 500 students. So this is our first video of the semester, and what I'll do is provide some feedback about the last assignments and then talk about the upcoming work. So first off, I just wanted to share that I found the conversation about the Tuskegee experiment to be very thoughtful. I appreciated how folks discussed the text thoroughly and contributed by offering new insights and really thinking about how the significance of ethics in training researchers to be respectful of our most vulnerable populations when conducting studies. And just to reiterate, our vulnerable populations include children, folks that are imprisoned, pregnant women, folks that are mentally disabled, and folks that are living in poverty. I also thought that the comments about the city training were valuable, and I agree with many of them. So on one hand, I hear y'all saying that that it provided some baseline information about research ethics and was integral to changing some of the practices from past research studies. However, I also hear this idea about ethics training not being a panacea, right? And so there's sort of more work to be done in terms of the process to ensure that folks are able to provide consent and to be adequately compensated and to not be put at risk in terms of their participation in research. I just wanted to note that when you do conduct a research study for an institution, and not what we'll do in this course, you do submit your IRB application to the university IRB, who then engage in a rigorous review of your research proposal and typically make significant suggestions about changes and then grant final approval. And to be clear, that's for research that's involving human subjects. So just moving on, the next module that we'll begin is called Learning from Educational Research. And there's a couple of there's some reading and some resources that are on D2L. So first of all, I created a PowerPoint for you all that's just entitled "What is Educational Research?" And it's very brief, but it provides some opening ideas for you to begin thinking about the definition of research and how we begin to develop a research design. Then I suggest reading the Macmillan chapter on educational research. So this chapter provides an outline for how research articles, journal articles, and peer-reviewed scholarly journals are organized, and how you might go about annotating as you read a journal article. So that's just about 11 pages, and part of that is an example of a study and how it's annotated. I also created a LibGuide, so that's a link to the library that provides some resources on picking a topic for your study and finding articles, and also finding books, because you might find a book chapter that's relevant. So that link is under library resources, and our librarian Karen Wanamaker is continuously updating that link to provide better resources, but I think it's great for now. Finally, you have the Locating and Analyzing an Education Research Study, and that's the template So for once you found an article that you find is relevant to your topic that you want to read in depth, that's the template that you'll use. So what you'll be uploading for next week is your notes on your research article and the actual article that you find. And I just want to encourage you again to take the time to think about your topic and think about the subtopics and think about the feasibility of engaging in this work, and also take the time to scan a few articles and really do your note-taking, your deep reading, your close analysis on an article that you find exciting, interesting, well written, clear. So I want you to engage in this work with the text that you find is significant and helpful for your process. Okay, that's all for now. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email, and I look forward to reading your next work online. Take care.